Hey guys, this is Tarkin coming at you with another episode of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Yes, those are all the title. We'll probably just call it Space Marine 2 most of the time. A login error, of course. So what we're going to do is just jump right back in. Last night I had to go to bed in the middle of a level. Tragic, but you know, when you're an adult, and I pretend to be one sometimes, you got to go to bed roughly on time. And stop it in the streams roughly on time and so on. So after a brief time of loading, we will jump back in. We're on the orbital defense platform, and things are exciting. So the Tyranids are swarming it, and we are trying to make sure that they don't get away with that. So here's our squad to catch back up. Charon, Gadriel. Gadriel doesn't like us. Charon's a bro. So we're just gonna jump over here, and we need to defend. There we go.
Protect the antenna.
We need to go to more to one side and then the other than we had been.
Need to reload.
And I'm thinking that
Xenos built.
The enemy have damaged the antenna.
all right. I thought we would just be reasonable. I'm not sure. It's not super clear in these fights.
Reloading weapon.
All right, we got an ammo cache here. That's good. It's not super clear which gargoyles are important for the story and which ones aren't.
More gargoyles headed for the antenna.
All right, we got a warrior here. We're just gonna mow him down and then a nice chainsword shank.
Reload.
But we need to get moving up here. Is there anything we've got? Yeah, we'll just keep on using the carbine here. Oh,
Going for the antenna.
yikes.
Eliminate them.
Okay, so zoanthropes, I needed to definitely needed to pay more attention to that danger indicator.
The enemy have damaged the antenna.
Like right there. That was the danger indicator.
Changing magazine.
The enemy have damaged the antenna.
I'm just gonna do some hero stuff here.
They never learn. Restocking.
Alright, so we need to get to this antenna. I probably was taking too long here. I need to. Yikes. Alright, time to put on Righteous Fury. You know, actually, that's probably the thing to do all the time.
We must hold them back.
Yeah, you've mentioned the importance of the antenna.
Got you. Reloading.
We must hold them
Alright,
back.
so now we gotta go to this one. It's getting a little low. Natasha, exactly, yeah. Me shooting the physical antenna. I'm like, yeah, it's them doing it. Also, good afternoon. There we go. We're still taking some of these shots, so we need to, yeah, focus on the zoanthropes here. Come on.
The zoanthrope is
My lord, the antenna has sustained significant damage.
Yeah, I get you. we need to get on Gadriel 6 here, because he is pretty injured. We need more ammo is what we need. Gadriel. Charge in. Hello, HMski. How are you?
Drones are ready. Use the terminal to begin targeting.
Alright, it says initiate targeting, but what I heard is go back to the ammo cache, get the stems. Alright, now...
My lord, we must not...
And then a big old plasma gun. A massive plasma gun. Plasma guns, that's a specific sort of 40k weapon. You can tell it is by the way it is. The sort of ridged armoring around it with the beam in the muzzle, that's the telltale sign of a plasma gun, basically. And wowza! That's a very 40k explosion. But now what? Oh, we gotta have some exposition on the way back in. Merle will be like, "Sorry, I didn't trust you, bro. I just didn't know who you were, bro." And I'll be like, "It's okay, bro. I understand, bro." There's lots of brothers thrown around in Space Marine land. Alright, unleash the cannon. Destroy the hive ship with the power of anti-aircraft batteries. So that's the end of the level it must have been, because we got an achievement for it. And that means, well, we're gonna play longer. It's like, we'll just play to the end of the level, but no, I've got a good hour. Got a good hour left. I guess, yeah, that was just 8 minutes. I forgot how long we had been there. Alright, so, hello guys that aren't characters, because I can see your faces.
Captain has new orders for you.
Very well.
Where is Elian?
The enemy tried to smother us. We got separated. By the time we had slain the attackers, Elian was dead. Something put a hole clean through his helmet.
Yikes.
I should have been with you.
I only wish he had lived to see that hive ship burn.
I fought beside Elian for 2 decades. He could not have been defeated by Hormigans.
There are creatures more deadly than Hormigons down there.
You should not have let our squad be divided.
He is gone, Sergeant. Duty is all.
I do not forget my brothers so quickly.
Can I punch him? Gadriel, you are not acting appropriately. This is not Ultramarine behavior. See, the thing about Ultramarines is they are like, I say this a lot probably, it's a bit of a joke, but they're by the book. Their guy wrote the book. There is absolutely no reason for Ultramarines to be acting like that. Like Gadriel is here. Like, openly questioning leadership from, like, a duly appointed superior. Like, acts of jealousy. Like, that is not very Ultramarine of him. Maybe they're trying to give him a character arc, but... But it's, Look, if this was like an RPG, I would be like, this guy's chaos, but I think they just wrote him to be a jerk. Because it's not like Marines are nice or get along with each other.
Lord Calgar. Did you fight with him on Vigilus? I've read through those battle reports more than 100 times.
And Charon here is trying to smooth things over by pointing out that I know the big boss.
You have an unusual service record.
That is my good fortune.
I want a scout recon of that position. Captain, get over here.
Sacharon, I haven't heard of him. He might be like a real lore character beyond this, but I think they just like made him in because this is what like the 6th company I think is what I saw.
He should have been aboard this ship an hour ago, but he refuses to leave Kadaku without some data from his lab. He's currently in this Imperial Guard base. His facility is here.
Classic.
The enemy is closing in.
Now we gotta go extract a guy who could have escaped. Classic. Very 40k.
High value asset. Get that data and get him out.
So you see how there's a stud in the captain's head, like one metal one there, but I've got 4. Those are usually like, they're called service studs in Space Marine land, and they denote like length of service. And they can be like different colors or whatever. 'Cause some Space Marines live a really long time. They're basically constantly fighting. Like their purpose is war.
Brief them immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Just talking over them talking to each other.
Retrieve Mechanicus data.
But I already knew what they were going to say. You know, they're going to say, go and get this stuff.
Make ready to depart.
Standing by.
And this guy, most helpfully, but we're not part of that faction. Yes, I know.
Well, well.
Decimus, Straban,
We are told you have need of us, brother.
and
My
Valius.
squad must recover data from a Mechanicus research facility in Sector 41A. A large enemy swarm threatens to overrun both that facility and an Imperial Guard base to its east. You will sabotage a Prometheum refinery to delay their advance.
We will not fail you, Lieutenant.
Let us burn the Xenos filth.
Time
Yeah.
is short. I will
You
brief
tell
you
him,
on
man.
descent.
Brother, Magos Gallio wishes to see you in the armory.
Noted.
This guy's in like a sort of a stealthier armor. So everything in 40K is an advertisement for the models, right? And this game is making me want to buy more models.
If you have not been issued a fire blaster for this task, then get one from the armory immediately. We must burn any biohazards clinging to the fuselage before the flight crews conduct maintenance.
So these are a bunch of AdMech guys. Magos. Adeptus
You requested my
Mechanicus.
presence.
How are you acclimating to your new status?
I have
Very
no
well, thank
complaints.
you.
Intriguing. Predictions would determine a 0.9 probability that you would.
I have pressing duties, Magos.
Very well. Engage the armory terminal. I will see that you are suitably equipped for your mission.
Okay, so customize the war gear. So this would just be like what I generally go out with.
Indicate your desired war gear, and the armoring station will handle the outfitting procedure, though much has changed since we last met. All this will remain familiar to you. The Omnisire blessed us with clear-sightedness from the beginning. We offer blessings to this machine.
Oh,
that it may
I can't get a
serve you
power sword yet. That's what I
just
want.
as it serves him.
But we'll take the chainsword over the knife. Yeah, just generally seems good. You got that. Bolt rifle, but I want a bolter. So a melta, this is like a big explosive thing. And then I guess we only have modern bolters because these are for modern rifles. So fully automatic close range, fully automatic precision, mid-range extremely rapid. You know, bolt rifle probably the best one. Precision, because then we can do the smashing. And then here, plasma. No, I think we'll just go with the heavy one. No, we'll go with plasma because it's cool. Alright, so I can change my appearance, but I can't change my appearance. You have to buy the ability to change your appearance. That makes sense.
The war gear selection seems incomplete.
This armory is comprehensive, but available options are those recommended for the current mission.
Very well. My thanks, Magos.
Gallio will suffice. We know each other well enough for that.
Alright, so now we've learned how to change our weapons. I'm sure I'll probably use this basic one for most of the time. Ah, Chaplain!
Mission of vital importance.
Chaplains do have names. We just don't know this guy's name.
Error of judgment.
I am of clear mind and purpose.
May the directives of our beloved Primarch guide your every action. I shall follow your progress closely.
I will reflect on your words, Chaplain. But for now, duty calls.
Chaplains, they're like basically like warrior priests, right? It's more complicated than that. Ah, so this one has another squad helping us out, and then you can play that in another game mode, which, that sounds cool. More stuff to do. So that other one was called Skyfire, and this one is called Severance. And at least I thought I was doing the right thing. Oh no, did I? Oh, I hate everything. Ah, man! Ah, okay, so apparently... Yeah, so it doesn't have other saves to go to. So what I did was not understand...
Lieutenant,
I don't...
Very well.
Where is Elian?
The enemy tried
I
to
don't
smother
care,
us.
I don't care.
We got separated. By the time we had slain the attackers, Elian was dead. Something put a hole clean through his helmet.
Yeah, I thought I was selecting it, but it reset it, and now I have to do all of this again.
I fought beside
I
Elian for 2
don't
decades.
care, Gadriel. Literally no one cares. I'm never going to talk to you again. I'm so sick of hearing all of this. It was fine the first time. Oh, man. No human should have to suffer through Space Marines talking more than one time.
My brother so quickly.
Yeah. Sometimes a game gives a little warning and I just ignore it, and that one probably said, hey, don't do this, you're stupid, you're gonna have to listen to all this again.
I read through those battle reports more than 100 times. A masterful defense.
My duty kept me busy.
Ugh.
You have an unusual service record.
That is my good fortune.
I want a scout recon of that position.
Captain,
Retrieve Mechanicus data. We are a starting.
Yeah, well, I thought, we hadn't made any progress, right? I thought, why would this be part of the mission?
Well.
Yeah, I don't care.
Lieutenant Titus.
We are told you have need of us, brother.
my squad must recover data from a Mechanicus research facility in Sector 41A. A large enemy swarm threatens to overrun both that
Anyway,
facility and an Imperial Guard base to its east.
Video games should have skippable cutscenes. They should all have skippable cutscenes no matter what.
Burn the Xenos filth.
Like, if they make you hold a button for 5 seconds, sure. But they should have skippable cutscenes.
Noted.
This isn't Final Fantasy VII. I shouldn't have to suffer through this nonsense every time.
Been issued a fire blaster for this task, then get one from the armory immediately.
Yours is a face I have not known in quite some time, Titus.
You requested my presence.
How are you acclimating to your new status?
I have no complaints.
No complaints, Titus. I've got some.
Determine a 0.9 probability that you would.
Cause like this is like a base, right? I thought this was a base, and you select the missions there, and it's like, hey, if you happen to, whatever. I guess my mission here is to customize your war gear. Yeah, it remembers that we swapped.
Outfitting procedure. Though much has changed,
The war gear selection seems incomplete.
this armory is comprehensive.
Yeah, I don't care. I just literally don't care. Let me run.
Very well. My thanks, Magos.
Galileo will suffice.
Okay, so
Well enough for that.
the game letting me make that mistake, I don't consider that the problem. Forcing me to, like, so if I ever do this mission again, like, to try it for speed, it makes me go through this every time? That's terrible.
I am of clear mind and purpose.
Maybe there's a mode where you can retry the missions without the talking.
I shall follow your progress closely.
I will reflect on your words,
Because it was,
Chaplain.
like, lit up.
For now, duty calls.
It still seems like that's where I should go. It won't even let me walk quickly here, right? So you go, and it says, hey, go here. It tells me to interact. It tells me to do it. But it doesn't mean to do that. It means don't do that. And walk here instead. So, I... Probably skip what I finished the first time? Yeah, normally, but like, you would also think that after you'd seen it one time, it would also be skippable. So we get to go and help out a very stubborn Magos.
Archmagos, for the last time, we must get you off-world!
Hey, Sarkata's still alive.
We'll be overrun in minutes!
By the Omnissiah, cease interruptions.
Major,
Akaran finally sends me what I asked for.
Archmagos, it is imperative you evacuate immediately.
Detroit will not leave without the data. Relocate to my facility. I will instruct Servervox.
Meg ready to leave. This will not take long. Major, I have a second unit working on a theoretical that should buy you some time.
My lord! I've lost 3 squads trying to
So,
reach that lab.
Ultramarines say theoretical and practical a lot.
Noted.
It's sort of like their dialectic philosophy applications. So you'll just hear him say that. So when he says like they're working on a theoretical, he means like a plan. So they'll often have conversations and they'll be like theoretical, practical in their heads. Like I said, they're very by the book.
We will Vox when we have an update.
See that you do.
We will never get this planet's stench out of our armor.
Compared to your usual aura, it is an improvement, brother.
Haha.
Deeply amusing.
The old you stink joke. Not that way. Looks like we're gonna have some Tyranid guests before too long.
Talassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Promethean
And we're just
facility?
gonna punch the flower real quick.
You are making good time. We are going
What
to
was
need
that?
it. We are being hunted.
Sir, you are being hunted.
Cordanus. Septimus. Damn it.
This is the work of a lictor.
Sergeant Gadriel to Resilient. 2 of our brothers have fallen in battle. Send an apothecary.
Received. We shall honor them, Brother Sergeant.
The apothecary, that's the guy who gets the special genetic organs out of the Space Marines so that they can be basically cloned again.
Reloading weapon.
So they use like a living person and then they jam a bunch of weird stuff into them, and that's how you make a Space Marine. I'm paraphrasing a lot of the process. But they're all derived from the genetics of their Primarch. So Space Marines of specific. What's going on here? I can't. All right, we need to get out of. All right, I don't. Sure, whatever. Alright, we need to get up here and use the... So when you use the special I'm a Space Marine mode, you regenerate health. So you want to save that for when you're doing bad. And then you can just absolutely put the hurt on.
That opening offers a shortcut.
Then we shall take it.
Yeah, there's there's different legions of them. They're called chapters now, but once upon a time there were 20 chapters, but 18's the only number that matters. And then like half of them fell to chaos, which are these evil sort of malevolent forces in the galaxy, and the other half remain loyal. And that happened like 10,000 years ago. So they're designed by the Emperor. Some of their progenitors, the Primarchs, are still around. Many of them are not. Some of the Primarchs confirmed dead. Some of them just lost. But yeah, they're taken. Oh,
I am his until death.
they're taken not from like adults. They're basically, it's like teenagers that get the implantation. Many of them like die in the process of becoming Space Marines. It's not safe. There's a high risk of failure, and they're not emotionally complete humans after it's done. There's a lot of like hypno indoctrination. Think of them like warrior monks, like if the Knights of the Crusades, they have a thing called the Crusade too. It's pretty explicit there. But if the Knights of the Crusade were like very heavily ideologically motivated, you know, their whole life is their thing. There's no retirement for a Space Marine, right? But it's yeah, the specific thing is it's not easy to make more. It's very difficult. The thing with 40K technology is that 40K is an environment of decadence and decay. They don't like science, they don't like progress. So if you do things that aren't done in like the specific, like acceptable dogmatic sense, then you're a heretic, and they kill heretics, right? They're not at all like open to other people's systems of thought and government. We're going to frag grenade, hopefully not our friends. Take way too big of a hit there.
Vermin exterminated. Munitions secured.
Yep, very similar. I guess it's that. Yeah. Like, how would I differentiate them? Well, for one, they're significantly better at being fighters than the stormtroopers are. Notwithstanding my failures. All right, so we've got some special heavy weapons here. Hey, we got a sculpt high-powered semi-automatic. Sure, why not?
Reload.
Oh, with barely any ammo. Well, hopefully it's real high-powered then.
Snipers.
Watch your sidelines!
Another one dead.
You know, I think this weapon actually does do a lot of damage. However, we're almost out of ammo already.
Reloading. Spore mines. Restocking.
Here we go.
Ready to deploy special tactics. Changing magazine.
Yeah, but the other thing, like, I don't know if I've talked about this, but Space Marines are very limited in number. There's 1,000 in a chapter, and that's like the legal maximum, essentially. So the loss of any one of them, they're not expendable. They're not even close to expendable. Every one of them is incredibly valuable. They're rare, too. There are millions and millions of worlds, but there are not that many Space Marines. A normal, like, huge thing, like, if 100 Space Marines got sent to a problem, that's a huge disaster. Like, for most situations,
We can cut through this bunker.
Gather by the entrance.
just like 100 Marines should be able to do like anything that needs doing, unless it's something super crazy. They're like special operations, but with the authority to do essentially anything that they want. And although they don't have personalities, they sort of do. But with the legions, the chapters, they have identities that are pretty strong. So Ultramarines are generally pretty stuffy, and if not, then they're a little bit vain. Like Space Wolves are like Viking warriors. They're not so like stoic. They're not like soldiers. Ultramarines are like soldiers. Space Marines are like glorious warriors sometimes, and sometimes they're very stuffy, and sometimes they're like real glory hounds. But Ravener ahead. We're just going to do this. Just right to the face. The problem is that now I'm almost dead. And there's a lot of fighting to do. So plasma pistols, they're really strong. In lore, they fail sometimes and blow up. On the tabletop, they blow up on like ones if you overcharge them, and then you just like die, like the model with it. So they can be pretty high risk.
Scions of Cadia.
Thank you, my lord. It was an honor.
Report to Major Sarkana at once.
Yes, my lord. Major Sarkana, this is Sergeant Byron.
Yeah, like these guys, they know what Space Marines are, and they always would have, but we might have been the only Space Marines that they would ever see. And there are billions and billions of Imperial Guardsmen, but even if they had like millions of them, like they might live their whole lives and not see a Space Marine if their life went long. Often things don't go so well for the Imperial Guard. Am I backtracking? Yes. But yeah, no, definitely what I think sets 40K apart is like stagnation and decay are the themes of it. So it's like, yeah, they have futuristic technology, and yeah, they have all this power, but fundamentally, like, the way they're doing things is so disordered that it doesn't matter however many times they can win a battle. Alright, what am I missing? Do I go... What am I missing?
Need to reload.
Okay. Nope. This is like a Hydra that's like a 4-barreled autocannon sort of thing.
Restocking.
And this is like a foundered Lehman Roos tank. But where do I go? Okay. If I stand by you, will you tell me where to go? Because I would think we go up there, but... maybe we didn't come from this way? Nope. There's more stuff here. Got it.
Restocking.
And this has to be the thing that I punched to get down into here, right? Sigh. You know, if they're gonna let you not jump and give you a bunch of area that it looks like you could walk on, the least they could do...
Keep working.
Alright, we're just gonna... see, it looks like we want to go there, but... you know, we can't climb. I guess we're just gonna go left around the whole thing. And, you just have to pick a direction, and we're gonna go left. I thought that. Nope. Alright, maybe I gotta quit this game too. You know, luck is really not with me when it comes to the games I've been playing lately. Do I jump down here? I have not been doing so hot. It won't be out there, will it? Yeah, because... so we came out here and there was a fight. And then we got a checkpoint that said to go somewhere. So what are we not doing right? What are we not seeing? We came here and we were like, hey, Acadians, you did good. You protected them. So what do we do now?
Where are the Medicaid kits?
The Commissar's out for blood today. His angels. If only my father could see this.
Okay, apparently it still overcharges, but it doesn't hurt you. I was gonna see if maybe I blew it up in my own hand, if that would help. Alright, so...
Eat that ration while you can.
This lash steals the body again.
You say it's probably that one white wall? I don't know. Maybe.
Another day in paradise, eh?
It just looks like we should just be able to walk up something. Here? No. You know, at least the game's pretty. Well... we like cut down some trees, do a little bit of machete maintenance? Maybe just go back to the beginning of the level. I'm cracking up at this point. I'm literally going crazy. If this was a Nintendo 64 game...
By what evidence? Something is off.
Well, apparently this is where I was supposed to go, and I'm an idiot. I thought for sure this is where I came from.
This is it. Weapons ready.
Come and taste death, vermin.
Sometimes you just have to do something that you think is stupid, like go back where you're sure you came from, I guess. Oh, that's so annoying. You know, maybe they did. I was too busy talking to myself to listen. Lictor? If it's a stealthy boy, it's probably a lictor. Oh yeah. These guys are bad news bears. They're dangerous fellows. They look like the other Tyranids, but they, yep. Alright, boss fight!
Face me, coward.
Whoops, okay, so taking way too many hits. Oh, and then I died.
They have me down. Come on, watch your flanks.
Okay. Yikes. And then we can do a little quick time event. You know, it said to dodge, I should have dodged. This guy's a lot better at fighting than I am.
A moment, brothers.
We're gonna shoot up our stim packs and then... Okay.
Tricks.
Well, I thought we were shooting him. I think we'll be fine, because Gadriel will come over, even though he wants our job, and he'll bring us to life.
Get back in the fight.
My thanks,
And we use the good old invulnerable frames to dodge the lictor there. And now we're gonna shank him. Yeah. Rip off his arm and stab him through the jaw with it. Full metal jacket.
Major Sakana, you were correct. There was a lictor out here.
I suspect you have already dealt with it.
Yeah. As you see from that lictor fight, that's you know, it can rip up tanks. It can do far beyond what like a baseline human can deal with. Not like a Tyranid warrior is pretty far beyond a baseline human, but a lictor is like, you know, serious business. And we'll punch a path forward and keep on going.
Restocking.
The lictor is a capable foe.
A welcome challenge.
Were the lieutenant not with us, I fear we would have joined Cordanus and Septimus.
Perhaps they faced more than one.
No. Lictors hunt alone.
I'm like, we already had that gun. We already had that gun.
The facility is in ruin.
Let us hope Nozik's research.
It is indeed in ruin.
Us
It is
Magos
burning
will
down for
provide.
real.
At last, move to the lower levels. If lifts are functioning, route equals damage. If
Target destroyed. Tyranids, take my sight.
Reloading weapon.
Look, if you're not gonna let me see, I'm just gonna walk up and hit you with my sword. You can't intimidate me. I'm a Marine.
Magos, the entrance is inoperative.
stand by.
So the Magos, they talk to each other in binary. They don't really... The language that the Marines is speaking, that's called, like, Gothic. Low Gothic, High Gothic, I forget which one. I think it's probably Low Gothic, most of it. But they venerate machines. They speak in binary. They often complain at folks like us about having to speak in normal languages.
Disappointingly slow progress for Anastasis.
Spare me the insults, Magos.
Statement error. Insults. I engage in pure analysis. Locate primary transmitter. Coordinates inbound.
I have had more pleasant conversations with orcs.
Orcs are a fun faction. I don't know if they're going to be in this game. I don't know, you know, any of the enemies in this game beyond Tyranids. It might be Tyranids the whole time. I doubt it. It's almost certain that there'll be some Chaos God involved at some point. You basically don't have a 40k game without Chaos. Although you could. I mean, you could. But I would expect to see them.
We have arrived at Nozik's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
I will fight in the thick of these Xenos as long as you need.
I will hold you to that. Brother, they got inside his armor.
He deserved better.
This Pyoblaster will serve us well against Rippers.
Gadriel to resilient. Brother Decius has fallen.
And we have got an incinerator, which is a flamethrower.
Our brother's sacrifice will be remembered.
Rippers, here they come.
Ranged weapons only.
Keep them back with the Pyre-Blaster while we thin their numbers.
Restocking.
Throne. There must be thousands.
Yes,
That
indeed.
door looks
Well,
like our exit. Clear a path through those vermin.
the Emperor protects.
Power outage detected. Exit door inoperative. Solution. Restore power.
Genius.
We need instructions.
Power system controls at your current location.
They are regathering themselves. Power-up sequence initiated.
Sacred conduits flow. Faults detected in divine matrices. Exercising.
Tyranids detected.
Do not get too close.
Components will
Ouch.
machine God's power. Redistributing load according to Alpine numerals.
They never.
Awakening submarine network.
They retreat.
Restoration.
Disoriented by the synaptic shock.
The floor is clear. Let's go.
Move to the door.
Well, that could have went smoother.
Vermin dare obstruct us. We shall punish their boldness.
So there's a Tyranid ability called Synapse, and basically the bigger ones have Synapse, and they give instructions to the smaller ones about like what the hive mind wants. Without Synapse ones around, they don't like live on their own. They're more like animals. But then when a big one comes around, then they all do what the hive mind needs to be done. So there, I guess the Ripper swarms are just, it's about clearing Synapse
They gather
things
biomass.
to clear them
Humans.
inside of.
Solved and collected later.
Oh no!
Tubes lowered from orbit. Vile. The sooner we exterminate.
I used my my ability, but at least we got our health back. It's very strong as an ability. You get invulnerable frames, you do more damage, you get health regen. I hate to use it there.
Munitions secured. Frag grenade.
I throw a grenade, and then Gadriel runs right into it. Classic. And with the mighty chain sword shank.
Resupplying.
You know, let's go to the combat knife, give it another try.
Chiron,
Oh, wow.
We need to cross this room.
Yes, give me my Autobot rifle. I need a real gun again. This flamethrower is not cutting it.
Vermin is stung. They will not get past this.
I have to reload.
Loading up.
I don't want to show my bias too much, but this game is awesome because it makes me think being an Ultramarine is cool. And look, a lot of people like Ultramarines, but
Make good use of it.
the thing about 40K is there's some good-natured ribbing. I hope it's usually good-natured between different players of different factions. You know what? I guess we do need this.
Maintain distance.
Ready to deploy special tactics.
So here we just want to get the Synapse guy down.
Watch for the psychic blast.
Alright, so here I just have to charge in and try to flamethrower a freaking Zoanthrope from underneath. This is a terrible idea. Is it working? You know? Hey, it fell down, and now I will punch it in the face with justice. There we go, that's what we needed to do.
This is Decimus. Wish you could see these dead bastards. By the Primarch, we have set a mighty pyre this day. Tyranid biosigns down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed.
Excellent work. Move to extract.
Nice. But because we had good news, it's time for bad news because we're playing 40K.
This will serve me well.
Loading ammunition. Too easy. Reloading.
Munitions secured.
Assemble! Interact!
Inceptor armor.
With jump packs.
Ah!
It has been some time since I brought death from above.
The day is not yet done, brother.
If they give me some sick jump packs. Oh man, let me in there. Let me in the new armor, please. So the Primaris things, like, they put us into this Primaris body. Like I said, everything in Warhammer is to sell you models. So the Primaris was like a refresh of the Space Marine model line. They made them slightly bigger. They're called True Scale also by the community. So let's not...
Transmitter at 0 state of charge. Move to generators. I cannot make the repairs myself.
Will that interfere with operation?
Negative. And keep close proximity to the terminal while I work. Connectivity range limited.
Archmagos, begin your work.
Establishing connection.
Okay. Apparently, I really should have swapped to the flamethrower. You know, they tried to give it to me, and I was like, no, I don't think I'll need it. It'll be fine. How useful is it anyway? Anyway, so I think that's why we're gonna die here. But we won't necessarily die. For example, Fury! Yep, definitely was supposed to take the flamethrower. Why would it even let me not take the flamethrower if it's essential? Well, you know, that's what freedom is, right?
Another one dead.
Hey, we did it!
They are pulling back.
So now we just,
Next attack. Switching magazine.
you know, it seems silly, but, I would say rather than like Imperial Stormtroopers, if you played Halo, I think the Halo Marines are pretty heavily derivative of Warhammer Space Marines, because Warhammer came first, of course. Warhammer's been a thing since like the 80s.
Generator equal to full state charge. Integrate objective to subsequent generator.
Anyway, we lose. I think we're gonna keep on losing too, so it, yeah, we're gonna keep on losing. Because it remembers the weapons we used to have. We might have to start all the way over. That's pretty bad.
I need assistance! No time to rest. Do not let them best you again.
All because we left the gun that we needed up there. You can't climb back up. After killing the Zoanthrope, I thought, man, I need a normal weapon, but nothing could be more wrong.
Better. Clearing the way.
Wow! Get off of me! And then we'll get to take this one out. Yeah, I really should have kept the flamethrower, huh? Alright, well, the good news is that after we do just a couple more of those, we'll get to do it again.
Grabbing equipment.
Oh no. I've just looked at the clock. Well, I don't know what's happening here anymore.
Resupply.
But I have to stop playing the game now. I've got to go to work. I'm glad I looked at the clock right there. So, yeah, there we go. Sorry for the cliffhanger in this mission. But we're gonna go up there and we're gonna assemble up there, and then I guess hopefully that'll be a place to stop off. Whoopsie. Do they have any of those dumb incinerators? I'll pick it up this time, I swear. Nope. Alright, well.
Analysis transmission active. Data incoming.
At last.
Care to tell us about your research, Archmagus?
Denied. Classified. Leave such matters to me. Report. Transmission complete. Your assistance is no longer required.
Major Sarkana, please escort Nozick to the Thunderhawk and get him off world.
Yes, my lord. With pleasure.
About
I shall
time.
be glad to be rid of these trivial duties.
As I will be glad to cease the flapping of this repugnant flesh voice.
Time to go.
This elevator goes to the rooftop.
Alright, so the new objective is proceed to the rooftop. We'll go there and then we'll end. But yeah, you know, this game's so fun to play, and I know I've said this already, but as a person that loves 40K, you know, what a tremendous, like, fun advertisement it is. Oh, and go. I thought I was gonna quit to the title screen so we could look at it, but it doesn't. But anyway, there was a cloud error. Good for my computer. It was probably supposed to go back there. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed, and I should be home in 5 or 6 hours, and we'll almost certainly be playing some Space Marine 2 then. So see you guys later on. Bye. Bye, Natasha. Thanks for stopping by. And I did read your Celeste comments. I might play it. I'll talk about that later on. But anyway, thank you for giving me the tips, though. I did want to say that. I didn't respond to the comment itself because I wanted to make this video. This doesn't need to be part of a video. Anyway, I'll see you later. I could have written all of this in an email.